Let me know when your recording has started.
My recording has started.
Okay. So in 5, 4, 3. Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. I say back, but for many it will probably be 2. But I am joined once again with Lady Sheila. Say hello, Sheila.
Hello, everyone.
Now, those who've been on our channels before would be aware that we did play Original Sin 2 back early in its early access. I think it was actually back when it was version 1.
Mm-hmm.
And we played the campaign for a little bit, though the campaign was, well, to be generous, it was unfinished. Obviously,
Bare
it
bones.
was early access. Yeah, it was bare bones, but the game was so engaging nevertheless. However, we are going to be starting afresh. We're going to be starting from the top with Divinity Original Sin 2, which is now released. For those who are unfamiliar, this game is an adventure RPG with fairly strong strategy elements, and also just one of the most engaging RPG engines that I've played with in a long time. You can do so much in this game, and it is so just fundamentally fun. It's hard to describe. Now, there's a lot that has changed since the last time we played, and that's the chief reason why we've decided to not mess around with trying to pick up from where we left off in the story last time. In fact, quite a lot has changed in the beginning, so we'll be getting a very new start to the story. We will be, of course, playing in a LAN game. You can play this through multiplayer. You can just direct connect to IP and that sort of thing. But I'll bring you back when we are ready, and we will go over a little bit of character creation. How's that sound, Sheila?
Sounds very good to me.
Okay, we will see you in just a moment.
See ya.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Let me know when you're recording.
Recording now.
Okay, do you want to bring us back in?
Yeah, should we do our character creation first, or do we need to...
No, just bring us in. Just go over the differences with character creation. Leave pauses so I can interject and agree or disagree and things like that. But, don't spend more than like a minute or a half on it. Just say, welcome back. This is character creation. There's all these characters. You've got origin characters and you've got custom characters. We're going to be making custom characters, that kind of thing,
Okay. Welcome back.
Sorry. I was just going to do the count in so that we know what's happening.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody, and we are now in the character creation screen. And as you can see, we have some fantastic new undead lizards and humans and elves and everything like that. So this is pretty cool. This is the new sort of race, well, several races, I suppose, that they've added in recently. Yeah. So it's pretty cool, isn't it, Aavak?
Undead was the most recent, I think, that got added. And by recent, I think it was actually one of the last things added before this went into release. And it was really interesting the way they did it. Instead of having a unique undead race, which might be just the generic humanoid shape, they actually made an undead version of each of the races.
Super cool.
Which has, unique talents that are a mixture of being undead and that race's innate talents, which I think is really, really good.
And one thing you might see here as well, as I'm flicking through all the sort of different characters, so you can have a little look at it, is we've got these origin characters, and these are characters that actually have like a full story to them. And, they're pretty much set in stone, other than you can make them different classes. But they've all got a story, and you can sort of explore the story as you play them, or you can just encounter them as you go around the world. And just play a custom. This one, for example, is a custom dwarf, and you can just customize that to whatever you want, rather than playing the sort of cookie cutter character that they've just given you to play with the origin characters. So that's pretty cool too.
I mean, the nice thing about the origin characters, they have very well fleshed out backstories and interactions and that kind of thing. However, if you don't select them, you will encounter them in the world, and I fancy you might even be able to recruit them into your party as well. So by choosing a custom character, you'll see the origin characters' stories evolve as an observer and possibly as a friend rather than as the person in control, which is an interesting one. I actually quite like that. But the origin characters have a few different things, but you can customize them a little bit like all of the other characters as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pour over all of the options and decide on the characters that we're going to make, and we'll bring you back for a brief summary rather than having you sat here while we're umming and ahhing and trying to liaise on what would be complementary skills and that kind of thing, and then we'll jump into the game. So we'll see you in a moment.
See you in a moment. Hello everybody and welcome back. We have now created our characters, and I would like to I'd like to introduce you first to mine, if that is okay, Aavak.
Yeah, by all means. Tell us about your character.
So, my character is called Snow, and she is an undead lizard, and she's a bit of a scholar. She really enjoys books and things. She likes to do magic, that sort of thing, but unfortunately, when you're an undead lizard, it's really hard to get books from the library.
Oh, they don't allow undead lizards in the library, do they? That's not very progressive, honestly.
I know, right?
Wow,
so,
how rude.
So she's not allowed in the library, so she has to steal all of her books. So if she wants
that escalated quickly.
Yeah, if she wants any books, she has to go and steal them all. So that is basically why she's got a bit of a thievery trait to her. So she likes to do summoning spells, but she also has a bit of a affinity with a bow. So she quite likes her bow. She grew up maybe on the streets or something, and just had to defend herself, really.
Bit of a rogue then, a bit of a scholarly rogue. That's
bit of a scholarly rogue. Yes.
Awesome. I like that.
So how about your character?
Right. Well, my character is named Bran, which means raven, and I've gone for more of a witchy kind of build, much more of a magical focus. Though, interestingly, we're both somewhat ranged and also somewhat summony. Bran is, in my mind, because we've both gone to try and make a role play sense of the character. We've kind of given them a little bit of shape in the roleplay sense, and we'll hopefully develop that as we go through. But Bran is a witch of the wild, so has existed on the outskirts of civilization forever. Perhaps he's always been undead, perhaps not. I don't really know too much about the undead as a race, whether they are simply undead or they were mortal once. But whatever the case, Bran has always existed outside of civilization. So as a result, Bran has got Mystic and Barbarian as his kind of origin traits. So in the Barbarian sense, not so much in the I solve my problems by clubbing things and I'm really beefy and I violence is the answer to everything, but the sense of I just don't get civilization and social taboos and all of this. Sometimes you've just got to murder someone's cat and eat it because you're starving, and that's just the law of the wild, survival of the fittest. But also a bit of a mystic. Maybe it's not a cat, maybe it's someone's pet lizard, but I didn't want to say that since I'm going to be traveling with one. But he is focused on necromancy and geomancy, because geomancer gives us a lot of poison abilities, and that's going to be especially good for the undead, which we'll cover shortly. But as his necromancer skill, he can raise bloated corpses. So when he's killed something, he can reanimate it to fight at his side. Also picked up Lawmaster because I felt that living on his own, he's kind of developed the sort of knowledge of the world, especially across centuries as an undead might, the knowledge of plants, even knowledge of artifacts, that sort of thing. Is a very intelligent build for this one, because I'm going to primarily be going with a caster, and he can also talk to animals, because why not? He's Witch of the Wild. Perhaps he talks with animals much more than he talks with people. And so that's Bran in a nutshell. Okay, are we ready
instruments.
to begin?
What instruments do we play? So I've got the bansuri, which is like a flute. What have you got?
And I've got the tambura.
That's great. I think we've explained enough now, and I think we're ready to go.
Yeah. Just for those who are wondering about the instruments, it's not so much one that we play, but rather whenever there's battle music and stuff like that happens, it'll select the instrument that we've chosen. I think that's a really, really lovely touch for a game, honestly. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, let's begin. Oh, I did forget to mention that Bran is actually an undead elf, because I love the corpse eating ability. I loved that from the first time we tried it out in early access. So we'll be rolling with that, plus the whole not being dead thing. So yeah.
Yeah, don't try and eat me, okay? I'm still alive.
Well, I mean, corpse eater. You're mostly bone. I don't.
There's no flesh on
marrow
me.
is
I'm
not as
not
much of a
tasty.
delicacy. Okay, so beware. Playing as an undead poses unique risks and benefits. Undead must veil their true selves from the living or risk being attacked. Healing potions and spells will damage you, while poison heals. Undead can pick locks with a bony finger alone and can survive the Scourge of Death Fog, which I think is instant death to anyone who's alive. So, we've got that going for us.
That's good. I bet we can't drown either.
I guess we don't, since we don't have lungs.
Yeah, we don't have lungs. Why would we drown?
No, that makes sense. I mean, to be fair, we don't have muscles either, so how are we moving? But
that's magic.
Maybe we will drown magically.
Nah.
Now, all of this cutscene and like story setting, scene setting, this is new to us. We've not seen this before, so we have to be quiet.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic.
Ooh. Crazy eyes.
Like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me.
Wow, rightly so.
Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy.
So she wanted to be sent there.
I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
Okay, so that is how we end up in Fort Joy, I guess, or at least that explains. Well, I saw all the origin story characters kind of all chained together, which was interesting. Perhaps they know each other. Ooh.
Or they're all sorcerers and they all got put on this ship.
Well, look what the dog dug up. You're lucky they didn't notice just how thin you were under those bandages.
It's a sassy skull.
This is so Planescape Torment, my lord. We're being greeted after waking up by a talking head.
Although, seeing someone wrapped up like that, they probably thought you had the scabbing plague. Hey, look, laugh, but don't touch.
Okay.
Better keep that hood down, mind you. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
Probably good advice, actually.
Yeah.
What on earth were they pumping into those barrels of full of poison? I mean, which is actually pretty good for us, but that does not bode well. Okay. No. Now, a quick forward. When we are in dialogue, we'll be able to actually listen in on the dialogue that another person has triggered, which will be pretty cool. Now, all dialogue is voice acted. However, there are sometimes, like, we'll miss out on some of the voice acted lines if we join partway through. And because there won't be a convenient place for us to start talking and reading them out, because the other person may still be listening to voice acted lines, we're just not gonna reference them. It'll be up to you to read them. I'm sorry for anyone who may be listening to this while they're doing other work. It's just going to be the most convenient way for us to move forward, I'm afraid.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Do you see the picture in front of me? It's like the Da Vinci's. Is it Da Vinci?
The Vitruvian Man.
Yeah. That's cool, huh?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Though I'm not liking that face on the side. That looks like a face of pain.
Which face?
Like the head on the side of it, of that poster. It kind of looks like it's grimaced and had all the skin torn off.
Playing dead, are you? Probably a good idea.
Okay, so that is definitely like an undead, but is just not willing to talk anymore. Okay, I noticed the journal entry. The way we're going to be playing this is we're going to be going through it in a fairly methodical and a thoughtful way. So we are going to be reading things that we pick up. We'll be reading journal entries. So be aware that if you're not too interested in the lore, whenever you see us opening up the journal and things like that, just skip forward a couple of seconds or a minute.
But everyone's interested in the lore.
Oh, if only that were true. If only that were true. I think it was Troubled Waters, though. Okay, so day 1, 943. We are sorcerers, being transported to Fort Joy, an ancient fortress on a remote island where Magisters of the Divine Order have established an internment camp. Okay. We've got some other entries here as well. Do you want to read some of them, Sheila?
Yeah, how about I read the Magisters?
Sure.
Though he is a sorcerer and wears a source collar, Bishop Alexander continues to lead the Divine Order, as he is the son of Lucian, and it is widely assumed he will succeed him as the next Divine.
Interesting. Then we've got Chapter 1, the Merryweather. Ooh, I've picked a long one. Right. Lucian the Divine, champion of the 7 gods and savior of Rivellon, is dead. He sacrificed himself to defeat the forces of the Void, leaving his son, Alexander, to preside over the next chapter of Rivellon's history. But Lucian's sacrifice did not buy peace. Instead, the years that followed were plagued by the menace of Voidwoken. These beasts were drawn to source magic and left death and destruction in their wake. Incapable of wielding the divine powers that his father had at his disposal, Alexander has resorted to harsher measures in order to stop the Voidwoken. A great program has commenced against sorcerers, those who show the most skill in the manipulation of the source. Encouraged by his most trusted advisor, Dallas, Alexander has decreed that all sorcerers must be resettled to isolated colonies where they cannot pose a threat to the rest of Rivellon. One such colony is the ancient island stronghold of Fort Joy. It is to this place that I, a captive sorcerer, am being sent.
Lovely. And we also have a quest called The Collar. Now, do you have the same as me, just I am bound by a magical collar that cannot be removed?
Yeah.
Cool.
I do.
So I guess we need to find a way to get those off.
Yeah, and I can also hear someone talking. There we are. There's an NPC over there. All right, then. Auto-saving there. Good. It's always nice to have a game that auto-saves. A lot of these things don't seem to mind if we interact with them. That is nice. What have we got down here? We've got an empty potion bottle. Thank you. We've also got a small tome. Okay. Let me have a quick glance at this.
Found an arrowhead in the barrel.
Oh, nice. That's actually pretty good for you since you're more of the archer type.
I'm an archer.
We have too long presumed source as a virtuous part of civil society. Yet we need look no further into the past than the Source King's reign to understand the havoc such magics may wreak. One day, another order must follow in the Source Hunter's footsteps. Sorcerers must be muted. The new model of Source collars provided by Verdman is proving most effective. Okay. Now I'm assuming, that's the collar that we've got on right now. Source collar cannot be unequipped. Set source muted, unbreakable. Well, that's just deeply distressing.
Thanks, Verdman.
I know. We've also got a bunch of books over here with nothing in it. Right. Okay. Well, let's go and have a quick
chat to this girl.
With the girl up here.
Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
I mean, I'd rather not be wearing it, honestly, but...
Yep.
Excuse me? I'm no dog.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
Well, to be fair, that does actually make a lot of sense.
You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
I'm not quite sure I'd consider myself a passenger so much as a prisoner, but sure. Okay, we've got a couple of options. Now, one really nice thing about this is Sheila, and in turn, when Sheila having conversation and I'm listening in, you can see what the other person is hovering over, and that is so cool. But these two options Yeah, it is really like that's a really lovely little quality of life enhancement. These two options here are because of my kind of my personality or my history. So barbarian and mystic.
A barbarian option is hilarious.
A wooden cave. I'm so tempted to take that, but I really don't think of my character as that and in touch with the universe. Long black dream about a ship sailing the river of the dead, but you're not dead, are you? I mean, that. Yeah, sure, I'll go with that. You know, I may be playing the whole protest too much thing, but sure.
No, you're alive and you're having a conversation.
Wrong.
You are on a ship, of course. But luckily for us both, we're merely sailing the plain old sea.
Well, it's good that you didn't notice that I am, in fact, already dead. But that, I guess, has confirmed it, so nothing lost.
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
Oh, the narrator's so awesome.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
If by sedative you mean barrels of poison, yeah, probably.
Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
So patronizing.
I know. It's like, I can't tell if she's intentionally, you know, rolling with the whole, you are actually just a little puppy, or she's just intentionally just picking demeaning ways of referring to me, but whatever.
Either way.
But, yeah. You pull at the thing around your neck futilely, demand to know why she called you. No, I've already read it in the book. I don't need to say that. One way I tend to play games, and I know some people play RPGs with explore every possible option you can. I actually prefer to play it with the mind to how my character would answer. So if it's sort of like, yeah, I don't need to ask that because I already assumed the answer. I'll just avoid it. But rather than take your leave, on lots of characters in this game, you can trade. I'm going to see if she would trade with me. Oh, she will actually.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna buy a raw bird leg, a cup of tea. Oh my lord, apple juice! I thought that was a cup of poison. I was totally gonna buy that. Have I got anything worth 5 coins?
They said better not turn into spoons.
Well, I mean, you can have this empty bottle and also this book that I picked up off your desk in exchange for your cup of tea. Oh, marvelous! She accepted. This is brilliant. This whole thing is off to a fantastic start. I'm going to take my leave now. I'm completely content. Completely content.
Aavak's collection of cups of tea.
No. One does not collect cups of tea. One might collect fine china. One drinks cups of tea. Consume.
Very well.
Good
So
gods.
good. Oh dear.
There's been a murder here.
Good job you had your tea. Yeah.
I know.
Quite the
I know.
mess
It's
they made.
fortified me, so that I can look at this horrendous scene that I actually don't care about because I'm probably completely disconnected with the idea of death. Silly flashbacks leaking everywhere. Do you want to talk with one of the magisters since I talked to the last person?
Yeah, let me talk to Magister Morel.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
Okay, I'm going to speak to the other one because that was rubbish. That was like one line.
Yeah. Could you trade with her out of any interest?
Woman doesn't acknowledge you. She
Trade.
nods to the right,
Yeah.
without moving her
She's
gaze.
What's she
got mutton, 9 gold, and 4 empty potion bottles.
This is interesting. Also, what are these magisters thinking when I just walk up? Yeah, I found this book. Do you want to trade a cup of tea for the book? They're like, whatever.
Yeah, there's no tea though.
We can't expect them all to be civilized. But in my head, Magister Suan was like, you know what? I've probably caused you permanent brain damage with all of that said. Yes, of course I'll trade for my book with my cup of tea. That's fine. Run along, you miserable little dog thing that you are.
Let's speak to K-Doc, shall we?
Behind the
Yeah,
magister,
sure.
a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Okay, so I think I'm going to peer into the room and ask what happened.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time. or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
I'm going to say always does. If this sort of thing happens often, I'll ask if this sort of thing happens often.
You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man.
What are you implying?
I don't like his tone.
I know.
Small ones this time, thank the gods. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
I really don't like his tone.
No. I think he needs to die.
Wow, maybe.
Not right now, but, you know, he'll probably give us cause later.
Yeah. One thing I would say, it is a little bit disconcerting when you can end the conversation and walk away and I can't. But the reason for that, from what I can tell, is so that if you're not finished reading what happened in the conversation, them ending it doesn't steal it away from you. You can sit in there and take time to read it. Because you can join at any time and you'll see the whole conversation log, which is actually pretty good, I've got to be honest. That is really, really useful. What's going on in here then?
Now then, we've got Waters in here. So do you want to have a chat to Waters?
Yeah, don't mind me though. I'm just going to close the door, not for any nefarious reason, but you know, I've brought up right. That's all. Also,
we're not born in a
he'll
bath.
be stealing. Oh, that's so frustrating because I'm fairly certain that a body that glows like that is one that I can eat to gain memories. Okay, well, Managers of Waters. Let's have a chat then. That it is.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwoken followed the source that did this.
Even though you're like one of my captors, your accent puts me at ease, like I could trust you. And that's probably a really dangerous thing to be true, but I'm
trying to place her accent, actually.
Well, I mean, we've already been told why we're not suspect, because we were unconscious at the time and probably being watched, but yeah, you weren't his protector, you were his captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He
Oh,
was
really?
desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him: his own shadow and his own source.
Damn your trustworthy accent, because I almost feel that you're being genuine here.
We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
Oh, that's not.
She looks up
Sounds
at you with
Yorkshire,
a
doesn't it?
mirthless smile.
Somewhere around there.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
Well, you know, we were being fed ridiculous amounts of sedatives apparently, so that's not too surprising.
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Well,
Maybe you can.
that's not a trick. It's a trick I haven't quite
I
mastered.
thought as much.
I gotta be honest, I like her.
Listen, I could
Damn
use
it.
someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
Maybe because you kind of stuck collars on us to shove this in the ship.
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Ooh, shiny.
I mean, I do like shiny gold coins. I could buy more tea with shiny gold coins. However, no, I know how these things go. I may be from the wild, but even wild witches know that snitches get
An
stitches.
elf of principle. I get it. Wonder how you'll feel when whoever did this does it again.
Somewhat responsible, probably, but still, you don't snitch.
You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Maybe. Also, before we stop, what have we got? You've got stained pants. I'm currently wearing threadbare pants, so this would be an upgrade for me, but it is hopelessly more expensive.
Stained pants for an upgrade.
Shush! I've lived in the wilds. I've worn the skin of other things as my only protection. It's fine. You drop your standards when your pants occasionally have faces on them.
Okay.
You've got raw lumpy giblets. How lovely. Okay, well, it looks like everyone has something interesting to offer, but I'm going to need some trade goods before I can really do any of that. However, I'm going to try something. I'm going to Go stealth. Actually. You're the better sneaky one. I mean, I snuck well, so that's fine. It does look like she's moving around.
Try and get the...
Well, if you hold down shift, mode. You can see... Watch out. She'll probably see you in a second. Oh, wow. She didn't. There you are. Quit sneaking about with you. What happens is you can see... there's 3 different things to see when you hold down shift. Actually, in the lower room, the room that we started in is a good example. You've got areas that are completely not highlighted. They are not seen by anyone. They're not sensed by anyone. You've got areas that are kind of a dull, faded red. That area is within someone's perception, but not their sight, as far as I'm aware. They can kind of passively perceive there, but not very well. Like, for example, that might be you being able to hear someone sneaking up behind you. And then the really, really vivid highlighted red area, that's where they're looking. Now, from what I can understand, if they look at you, you can't sneak while they can plainly see you.
Yeah.
You know, dumb.
And like, why is your tail sticking out that barrel?
Yeah, also, why are you climbing into a barrel and walking around like you're playing Metal Gear Solid? But if they turn to face you, then there's a chance they might see you. But I think your sneaking skill will affect that. Like, right now, she's looking away. If you sneak and try and take something out of that body, there may be like a piece of body in there. Would you be able to try?
Yep.
Quickly.
How do I take it? Quick. Done.
Just take all. Oh, fantastic.
It.
Stop sneaking.
La la la.
Right.
Although I think they can detect that you've stolen stuff like well after as well.
It's fine. Pop it in my inventory quickly.
Hang on.
If you go into inventory, you should be able to just drag it across.
Bran's bag.
Or right-click on it, send to Bran.
Send to Bran. There we go. Done.
Go. I'm going to eat the evidence.
Quickly, eat the evidence. Quick.
Okay. You can listen in.
Right. Hang on.
I'll give you a second to catch up.
Okay, you are Finn. Right.
Okay. Seems as though there's a pattern in the... Oh, right. I thought she was talking about the theft. But no, she hasn't noticed. We are safe. And if you steal something and someone notices the theft, they'll start searching people. But there's no evidence that there was ever any flesh. It is gone. It's good to be able to eat people.
You know too much. It's all too much. You met him.
Ooh.
A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely use them. Suddenly, you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She comes closer. She says she wants to talk. She reaches a hand toward you. You grasp it. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You return to yourself with a jolt.
So that woman killed him.
Well, that could be, or that could just be the end of the memories, but that does seem like it's quite possible.
Very abrupt end.
Yeah, the abrupt end. Also, have you been noticing that as she's walking through the blood, she's leaving footprints? I think they can actually follow that too when you're sneaking. So you have to be kind of thoughtful when you're trying to be stealthy. But that was actually pretty cool.
We got away with it. What?
And I just picked up a new skill.
Ooh.
Indications of a struggle.
That was actually pretty cool. Okay, we've got journal entries.
That's good.
Troubled Waters has updated quite a lot, actually.
Oh yeah, it has.
Okay. We've been told to look for Magister William at the stern of the ship in order to be registered. Perhaps we can explore a little before we go to him. Well, we were already doing that anyway. A fellow sorcerer has been discovered murdered. We've been told we'll receive a gold piece as reward if we bring back evidence of to Magister Walters regarding who did it. After consuming the flesh of the victim, we saw how he was attacked by an old woman.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe I can talk to her about that. But that would reveal that I ate him. I mean, maybe, but I picked up a new skill. I've already used all of my memory slots. Never mind. I need more memory slots for more skills.
Well, at least you've got the skill there for when you level up. What skill was it?
The skill, it was Adrenaline. Gain 2 action points immediately, but lose 2 action points the next turn. Any action points over your maximum are lost. However, the problem with that is I'm going to need to take Scoundrel 1 in order to use it and increase the amount of memory slots I have. So
yeah,
probably a no on that. But should I just fess up that I ate his flesh? And
why not try it? I don't imagine there's going to be, you know.
Okay. We'll start. Define
I'll
interesting.
take that as a no.
Oh, no, that was actually not true. I've just gone back into the conversation. Are you watching it again?
Okay, I need to come out and back in, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. No, that's fine. Okay, this time I'm going to say, I've learned something from the dead man's memories. He met an older woman on the ship.
From his memories? You ate something off his corpse?
Well,
Please, don't tamper with the evidence. Especially not like that.
Don't you go talking down about my culture.
As for the older woman, I'll have to check out the ship's log. If she's aboard, I haven't met her myself. Must avoid us Reds when she sees us.
Okay.
Interesting.
If you meet anyone like that aboard, maybe you could talk to her. Casually. See when she last spoke to Finn.
Okay, I'll try my best. Well, I didn't get a shiny gold coin out of that, which is deeply disappointing, but I'm amused with her reaction.
Yep. Sorry. My door just creaked, and guess who came in?
Tilly?
Yes.
She's interested in playing Divinity as well.
Yeah, she wants to see what's going on.
Right. Oh, she said scallywags. I like her. Who is this? Hello. Who be you?
One of them. I know.
Losi. Or Losa.
Losa.
What? That escalated quickly.
You're married already. Wow.
I've been playing this game for like 30 minutes and I'm already married. Wow.
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Allergical.
What? Allergical? Okay. All right. Let's see. Squint at a lot of them. Who's Losa? Okay. Sure. We'll. I mean, I genuinely don't know who Losa is. I don't go to cities.
The young woman seems about to raise her hand, but quickly remembers herself and nods pointedly at the excited children.
That's fantastic. She's gonna. Oh, it's me. Oh, wait, no. I've rumbled myself.
That's brilliant.
Glorious.
Why, my name is, Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb.
My God, I've married a noblewoman.
The children
That's an
break out
imaginative
into
name.
giggles.
I say, it is.
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Yeah, I suppose so. More age-appropriate companions. Oh, that's harsh. She likes kids. Okay. Sure. That's true enough.
You'd presume right.
Shake her hand. Would you like me to read out the options that I'm picking, Sheelab?
Just the ones you're picking, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know
sure,
if you heard that,
Sorry
but
about
Tilly
that.
just bonked her head on my microphone stand.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that the cat is being a scallywag, as Losa would say, and totally not a word I would ever use.
No, you never use that word.
Okay. Ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board. Yeah, sure, I'll ask her. She doesn't look like an old woman, but she may have seen something.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
I like that. That statement could only have been improved in my mind by saying the utterer, the betterer. Right?
Yeah, that would be good.
So much better. Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's backs. No, I don't think so yet. Interestingly, I can't trade with her, which is kind of different from all of the Magisters. Okay, well, I've got some hunting to
her
do.
eyes cloud to an unnatural black.
Oh,
Greyish
dear.
veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer.
I think my wife may be angry with me.
As quickly
Or
as they
demon
came,
possessed.
the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Ooh, creepy.
Maybe looking for a divorce sooner than I expected. Thank you. Why do I always end up with the crazy ones?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna turn my face up at the idea of having a bucket on my head.
Yeah, let's just both walk around with buckets on our heads.
I don't know.
I look so cool.
I don't know about that. I gotta go back to having the hood. I'm sorry, no.
I look really cool. I don't care. I think I look awesome.
Oh my, you look like a lampshade. Though at least your bucket sits on your head. Mine went over my head, which is why I'm not gonna wear it. It looks dumb. Severely dumb.
It's hilarious.
Ooh, you found another lizard. I'm gonna come over. Do you want to talk to them?
Yeah, I'll talk to them. There's two lizards.
Okay.
So this one here is a red lizard. The Red Prince.
Well.
We've encountered him before.
A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
If I'll do.
Do you remember in our...
Up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say that, do you remember in our, when we played through in the early access version, we encountered the Red Prince on the beach at some point.
We did, you're
I
right.
suspect it's the same one. Carry on.
So the lizard looks me up and down like a farmer fetching a horse.
All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
What is he doing? I'm going to mumble through clenched jaws. What on earth is he doing? Seems as that was my reaction.
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious.
Ouch.
There's some discoloration, as well as a rather disconcerting lack of tongue and gums,
Yep.
but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this.
How rude.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
I'm going to use my undead option. Say I can, but my sense of taste isn't what it used to be.
Lacking a tongue, possibly not, yes.
And of course, a cook who can't taste is about as useful as a dog in a chess game.
Might be a really clever dog.
On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
I'm going to say that I can be a tailor, so most certainly, given a sheet of satin, you can make a bum look like a baron.
Oh, I feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed.
Okay. Yeah, woman of many talents.
On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
I'm gonna say... Thinking I'm a skeleton, I'm not really gonna use makeup.
Oh, you might actually, if you had to blend in with
Maybe for disguises, yeah. Maybe I'm good at... Yeah, that's it. I'm a master of disguise. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm no stranger to combs, powders, and perfumes.
The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can tailor and groom, but you have the taste buds of a dung beetle.
Yep.
That's not quite what you
Pretty
said,
much.
to be fair.
Well, that's true. I don't know, actually, a dung beetle may well have better taste buds than me, because it may actually be able to taste. I don't know, can dung beetles
it may
taste
actually have taste buds.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
Oh dear.
I kind of expected that's where it was going, but I was expecting some sort of comedic. I offer you the position of my slave, not you are actually now my slave.
I can be over the moon and tell him I accept. Or he thinks you're his what now? Or punch him in the face.
Your character? How will he react?
Do you know what? I'm going to accept. I'm going to see what happens, because just for science.
Of course you accept. Mine wasn't an offer, it was an order.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoot.
There you go.
Well, and thus ends my traveling companionship with Lady Sharp's character. So, yeah, good luck with your slavery, I guess.
No, he said I can go for now. He says I can go and do my stuff.
Oh, right. Well, we can finish up questing until we reach Fort Joy. Okay, well, that's rather magnanimous of him.
I know.
Okay. What are the characters around? Also, this table is literally full of beer. I am going to take...
You're going to steal all the beer?
Well, no, I'm not going to take the ones that are in front of them, because that is super...
I want a bedroll.
I'm also going to take... well, there's another mug of beer there for you if you want it.
What does mugs of beer do?
The things you can drink.
And what happens if I drink it?
You probably get drunk.
I'm going to drink it right now.
I have no idea beyond that. Oh, okay.
How do I drink it? Hot bar?
No, just right-click on it and consume
there we are. Consume. I'm immune to drunk because I don't have any flesh.
Oh man, that sucks. That is actually a double-edged sword.
I have to go through undeath, never being drunk.
Your kind always hung closest to
are these barrels? Ooh, they are actually. That's a water barrel, so that's something I can pick up and actually hold. Kitchen pots. I don't think we're going to need kitchen pots.
Shall we talk to Sibyl?
Sure. What have you got? Oh, okay. Another origin character. Sure. There we are.
Right.
An elf sits.
Oh, you should have talked to her because she's an elf.
Lazily rolling
Sorry.
dice
Oh, good point. Oh, it's okay.
Never mind.
They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
What'll look like? Snake eyes? Actual snake eyes, does she mean? Strange woman. I'm going to wonder what she's doing.
Rolling dice?
That's a very precise answer. I could kind of see that.
Deciding fates.
Yeah, that's a bit better.
Slightly more informative. Whose fate is she decide? No, I'm going to laugh at her and ask if she can read the future in cow entrails.
Okay, straight to the insults. I like it. Okay.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Oh.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too.
Well, if you can't tell the future, then you're useless.
Wow. Okay, that's harsh. I'm stood here. I am also an elf.
Anyone can like read the past, you know. You just get a book, like.
I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
Decline. You don't know where her tongue has been.
She chuckles once more.
She likes me.
That red-cheeked refusal tells me more than licking you would.
Wow.
But suit yourself, darling.
I'll ask whose fate the dice are deciding.
Okay.
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Uh-oh.
That was fun.
Hello.
Baram you.
It's sea cow, not sea sheep. That's fantastic. Admire the ship's wool and ask if you might take of it. No, that's rather well.
Does the sheep have a funny accent?
Yeah, it does. It's awesome. I'll take the admire the sheep's wool because it might prompt more talking.
Okay.
Haven't got any shears, have you? People these days.
Oh, Pet Pal is the best ability ever. Oh my lord.
I like that sheep. Guys, go look at Aavak's channel and go listen to that sheep.
Well, I mean, Who Wants You to Know is kind of confrontational, so I'll just give him my name. I mean, they are going to know I'm on the ship, and they can clearly see I'm a sorcerer, so there's no point in being difficult.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy. We're trying to catch a killer here.
That's because we never actually registered with William, so we won't go on any lists.
Good point. Yeah, we've got to go on the list, don't we? Okay. But first, let's go down here. Do you want to talk with them?
Yeah, because you've done a couple of conversations now.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
Ooh.
His beard
He
sounds
raises an
magnificent.
eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, Gero. You hear that?
I don't know, girl, telling me what to think twice before addressing you like a child.
He opens both eyes and turns his head toward you, looking you up and down. He smiles and closes his eyes once more.
That's a pretty good response.
See, he likes me too.
You look like a Gero to me. Listen if you're interested, or get gone if you aren't.
Okay, I will ask what I'm meant to be hearing.
The ship, of course.
The ship. Quiet and listen to his sounds.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
Very well.
And?
I'll remark my shipmates are chatty as girls that can barely hear over the din.
Okay.
A calming sort of sound, isn't it? Where there's talk, there's health.
That's actually a pretty interesting way to think about it. Actually, when you think about it, you know, where there are people talking, there's people alive.
Listen close.
I think I like him.
I'm gonna close my eyes and let the ambient sounds of the ship fade away.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
Okay.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, Gero. Good news.
What did we just hear? I have no idea.
I don't know why he's calling me girl, right? He's got this thick Scottish accent, and he's not calling me lass.
That's actually a really good observation. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, what's it supposed to be? I'm going to ask him.
It's the wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
Okay.
Could have just looked out the window and seen which way the sun rose, but anyway.
Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
I will tell him he shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard, because you were saying his beard was magnificent earlier.
It is.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far.
I actually have neither.
Even here.
Technicalities.
I'm going to ask about why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. Note he must be a practiced sailor. Ask what the figure means to him.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
Oh, he wants to
so
escape.
he actually wants to be there. That's pretty cool.
He wants to get out, though.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank ye kindly, Gero.
Okay.
I gotta say I want in on his escape plan.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
Harsh, but okay. I think you made an impression, I'd say.
We'll have to follow him later.
Shall we chat with this fella over here? Because he's been chatty for ages.
Which fellow? Oh, up here, I see.
Also, holding down Alt. Really? Oh, man. We're really going to have to move around with Alt open. You can grab and move things, which is fantastic, by the way. Oh, there we are, yeah. You know what? There's a little part of me that thinks that key shouldn't have shown up because there's no way I could have seen it. The barrel was literally on top of the key. Like that. Sorry, the crate. But holding down Alt let me know the key was there. I thought it was behind it, so I was moving it so I could get to it. But I think that was like part of the puzzle. Is the crate was on top of the key. That's a bit of a shame, but sure, I'll pick that up. Let's move the crate back.
Does that open that door?
Oh, greasy door, yeah, I imagine it does. But let's have a chat with this fella here. Ivan Ben Mezd. Okay.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Oh, Ifan, really? Okay.
So mean to
Rolling
him.
his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
What's wrong with it, Fan?
Is just when I was looking at it, I'm like internally hearing Ivan rather than, because a single F is a V in Welsh. It really looked like a Welsh name, but nah.
That's a shame.
I'm still gonna call him Ivan though. Beckons again. Move closer to him. Sure.
Leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Oh, fantastic. That's very kind of you.
Inches less that way, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Oh dear.
Although I'm not sure what the collar would have been pinching.
On me, probably not much. Ask Ivan why the Magister suspects him of murder.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing.
No, he didn't. You lie, I was watching.
Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Ooh.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Johnny Big Pants.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm not gonna just straight up ask him if he did it. I'm fairly certain that from my memory, it was an old woman, so he's not a suspect.
Yeah, you wouldn't ask that.
What he did to find himself at the mercy of the subordinate.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll back away.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
He's just trying to annoy the Magister, isn't he?
Yeah, I strongly suspect that that's going to annoy the Magister. All right, shall we see what's behind this door then?
Yes.
I wonder if the Magister's going to mind.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
Looks like you didn't.
I think we had a legitimate key, so we weren't doing anything wrong. What do mashed potatoes do?
Well, we got garlic, strings of garlic, pots and pans.
Journal there.
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
Poison.
You know what? Stealing food on a ship, usually quite a bad thing. People don't tend to like it, really. You're usually seen as a scallywag. Health, minor health potion.
Oh, there's a poster up here, look.
Don't really like that.
I learned 6 new recipes off that poster. See if you can.
Yeah, I did. I automatically did it. I've got a restoration scroll here too.
Very nice.
See, nothing else there. That's actually pretty cool. Let me go and check on those recipes. So recipes. Would it be food? Oh yeah, it was. Boiled potato, cold mashed potato. Take
Are they
potato
all potato?
With a hammer. You literally hit a potato with a hammer to make cold mashed potato.
I have a potato, but I don't have a hammer.
Alas.
But I have 2 mashed potatoes off the table anyway.
There's all sorts of things you can make here. Boiled potatoes, mashed, all different types of mashed potatoes. That's actually kind of cool. But with the food that I've been picking up, I'll probably just turn it into like poison food or some description. Anything else in here? Cooking pots. Mug of wine. Yeah, sure. I'll grab that because I can turn that into something poisoned as well. Should we just pop out in this room or go through the Magister page over on the far left? What do you think?
Ooh. Let's just go through this room, I'd say.
Okay, let's see if this unlocks. Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, we'll have to go around then.
Do you want to try and lockpick it? Because you can do it just with your finger, can't you? Because you're undead.
Should be able to. Let's have a look. Seems to be trying. Thievery level 2 low at the moment. I might need a couple more points.
No worries then. I'll have to go around the other way anyway.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the
Oh, there's actually someone else you have to talk to anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to talk to her?
Yep. Who is it? This person here.
The elf is
Faye.
reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous.
I think he's one of the. I think he's actually the undead origin character.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Scanning your
Fame.
body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your bandages, rubbing them between his fingers.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Okay, I'm going to stare at him in shock and ask what the hell he thinks he's doing.
Okay.
I am reading. Is this not evident? My book is in my hands, my face turned away from you. Perhaps my eyes not on the page. Damned.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts left to right and up to down. He repeats the maneuver with the opposite
Yeah, he's trying too hard to be human, definitely.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. Predictable, really.
That's fantastic.
I'm going to explain that I want to know why he thought he could touch me like that.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I crossed a cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my sincere apologies.
This is fantastic.
Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Okay, I'm going to ask about his book.
I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read, but it has its faults. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Okay, that's actually pretty interesting.
As a scholar, I'm going to say that Cranley Hewitt's work is generally seen as the authority, but you can recommend some histories of each race. And places to steal them from.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods.
Go to church, then.
This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
I'm going to snort. If he wants legends, he shouldn't be reading a history book.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
I'll insist. Why is he so curious about the gods?
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off
Oh,
his
that sucks.
book or respond to your questions.
That's a bit of a shame. Though, again, some mileage out of that scholar option, my lord.
Oh, yeah, I am. It's awesome.
Hunt. Right, match the page. I'm going to go and have a quick chat with him.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
Fantastic. Okay, continuing on.
Faring okay so far?
I mean, he seems genuine enough. I'm not gonna give him. I'm not, you know.
Yeah, don't
bust
be
his
mean.
chops. Yeah, tell him I'm fine. Which I am.
Glad to hear it.
Thank you.
You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Thank you very much, I suppose.
In we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That doesn't look so great.
Oh.
Okay. Like when I worked in, yeah, okay. When I worked in, they were talking about keeping their arrows trained on her.
Absolutely right.
I think she's the woman out of the initial thing because she sounds like she smokes 40 a day.
Mandigo. You might be right with that, actually.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
Uh-oh.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
And this may be the perfect opportunity to create... No, if she's just threatened to kill me, I'm not going to side with her. But... no, I want to know what she meant by there are others whose lives must end. So I'm going to talk directly to her. I'll go and get someone
Means
in.
your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
Uh-oh.
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Oh dear.
I'm just about to create a scene.
That's not good.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Well... Oh, we're actually in a fight. That's pretty cool.
I think it's a fight where she's gonna get the only turn.
I mean, she was level 5, but that was rather severe.
Maybe we can do that when we're level 5.
No time for chatter. We've got to get out of here.
Gotta get out of here. Once
journal.
we've looted all the corpses.
There was a new journal entry I'm looking at.
Okay, hang on.
See that? That's the outlaw in it. That's the thief. It's like, I don't need the journal. Gotta pilfer pockets.
Gotta loot all the corpses.
Yep. A fellow sorcerer named Windigo confessed to the killing. She also implied that we share something in common with her target. Before we could learn more, she somehow triggered a huge explosion. We have to get out of here. It might be wise to find weapons in case there's more dangers ahead. Very well. Also...
Because she said in the cutscene she was hunting Godwoken. Do you think we might be Godwokens?
That's actually a fairly intuitive question. I don't know, but there's a broken source collar on the floor. Let's grab that. Also, oh my lord, look at all of this food. I know we're, in a burning ship, which is never a good place to be, but all of this good stuff must have. Want it all, because I can turn it all
We can't even
into
use the
things later on.
wine, to get drunk on. Because we can't get drunk.
Yeah, well, we can use it to make poison foods. Wow, that was actually pretty rough, though. You've already opened all of these. You know what, though? Let me see. Can I can actually resurrect them.
There's some weapons and stuff in this chest. Do you want any of them?
Oh, yes, please. Look at my little pet. Oh,
You've got a little pet.
Cute.
Oh,
so cute. Bony
so
and actually...
blobby.
Right, okay. We've got to get out of here. Do you want to go up or... Oh, actually, look at the rest of the ship. Everything's dead.
Everything's
also,
dead and on fire.
There's water pouring in.
That's rather unfortunate.
Can be electrified. Actually, yeah, let's check on the people.
See if we can get any of them up.
Okay. I'm going to shake her shoulder.
No.
Oh.
She doesn't want to move.
Fair enough. I'll just take this ball now. That's it.
Let's see if anyone else will move.
It actually looks like only the I found a tooth. Only the
dwarf lies in a heap on the floor.
Origin characters
His
are
great
alive.
beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still.
I'm just checking the dwarf.
Dead.
Okay, yeah, I'm
just
watching.
to see if I can.
Go ahead.
You hear a faint thud.
He's alive.
He's alive, but only just.
I'll check the Red Prince.
Must have been the turnips.
Grab me the cup and throw some water in his face, or slap him in the face. He needs to get up now. I don't think he's going to like either of these, but I'll go with the water.
Wine, for goodness sake. Oh.
That's
The lizard's
fantastic.
eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness.
Oh, that was fantastic. I like it. I like it a lot. Isn't fond of being covered in water. Ooh,
The wine is fine.
magisters around here. Dead magisters. Did you actually pickpocket any of the magisters, by the way?
No, I didn't pickpocket any of them.
Well resisted. I didn't think you'd be able to, but fair enough. Ivan?
I didn't really want to start a big fight with them, to be honest.
Okay, I'll try and wake him
His
up.
eyes flicker open, but he doesn't register your presence at all.
I don't think any of these guys are getting up, to be honest.
No.
Lucen.
Ivan cries out. Then his eyes fall closed again. No matter how much you shake him now, he cannot be roused.
Shall we go and check out upstairs instead?
Sure. Looks like everyone's going to be in much the same way. Though there's only one left to look at. So let's
Just
go
Sybil,
and check on
is
Sybil, yeah.
Sybil, sorry, it's not Sybil.
Do you want to check her?
Yeah.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
Yeah, as
The
expected,
dice roll
really.
darkly. They're rolling for me.
Whoa.
Okay, fair enough.
Dark dice.
Let me head back though, because the magisters are all down, so we'll be able to loot their bodies as well.
Yes. Was there a book
Gold.
back there? We didn't.
4
pick
gold,
up.
4 empty bottles. That was actually pretty cool. Was there a book? Oh, she's not actually downed.
Hang on, no, she's not dead. All the other magisters are dead. She's only like.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
All it says is that the magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
Can we
that's it.
investigate? Can I examine? Knocked down, permanent. Character's knocked down and cannot move. Vitality is 9 of 30. Magic armor is low. I actually
nicked the book.
Oh, did you? What does it say?
I'm gonna have a look now. So it says the Source King insists there are no magics too foul, even those that would block or even remove the source within an individual. I delight in his madness. It is an invitation to manipulate all which we once believed immutable. He provides all manner of experimental subjects. The text beneath lists a series of hexes and materials required for muting the source. Some of those objects are circled in black ink and annotated as follows: helm, collar, mask. So I don't know whether that's them sort of thinking about making the source collars, or whether there are more things that will mute source as well, like there is helms and masks out there.
Yeah.
Interesting, huh?
Now, I actually picked up a restoration scroll. Shall I try and bring her too?
You can try. I don't know. Restoration's normally for if you're dead, isn't it? Give it a go.
I don't know. She's like at 9 of 30 health, so let's see if I can't help her. She's regenerating now for 2 turns. It shouldn't be that dire anymore, but she's regenerating. I don't know. I was actually expecting that to get her back up. I don't suppose you can pickpocket her now.
How? No, it's.
Click on it and choose pickpocket.
It's grayed out.
You could sneak and try.
Okay, let's try sneaking. Sneak. Aha, now I can.
Okay.
She has a mug of water, 3 sheets of paper, 35 gold, lemonade,
wow,
an empty potion bottle, and a book on the silencing of source.
Take it all. Okay, well, shall we head up the stairs then?
Up the stairs, I think,
the only place
yeah.
we're meant to be. Do I run if I double click? No. Okay. Alright. Heading up. Okay, Troubled Waters is updated. Let me have a quick read of that. Okay, we've made it to the middle deck. The ship is badly damaged, possibly even sinking. We have to keep moving.
We do.
Water barrel there. We can actually get through here if we want.
How about this dog in there?
Ooh. Okay.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Oh. No. So it's the dog that has to get out of here. The ship's going to sink. call out to the hound and ask what's the matter.
The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
Uh-oh.
You sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much
Uh-oh.
sauce. Too much. Too much.
Oh, poor doggy.
Please, make it stop.
Oh!
Why do
If
they
only
always
I
make
still
the
had
dogs
that
sound so
scroll.
pitiful in this?
Let's have a look. Ask the dog if its job isn't to hunt the sorcerers. Tell it to go find the one who did this.
Too much. Too much. Can't smell. Can't breathe.
The dog whines and continues pawing at its...
Okay, I don't have anything I can use to help it. I used that silly magister. Oil flasks, meat, grab everything that's in there. Is there anything we can do? Have you picked up any items you can give it?
No. Let's see. Unless it likes mashed potato.
Here you go, dog. Mashed potato. Solves every problem.
That's
okay, well, let's look around, but I'd hate to have to... Uh-oh.
Onwards and upwards.
Can't get through here. Can you open this door?
I can certainly have a try.
I might have to put that dog out of his misery if it's wounded and we can't help it.
Unlocked using my bony fingers.
And fantastic. Excellent success. Oh, there's people.
Oh, lockpicks. Mine.
And a journal. Okay, well, let's go and talk to these people first. Hello.
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Oh there, buddy.
Oh dear.
Sorcerer.
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Motion of the destruction. What's going on here? What have you seen? Yes, if you help me with this collar, I can fix all of this.
Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Sorcerer mutiny.
Oh dear.
Bad.
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix. Take out your blade.
How could you whisper loudly?
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. Okay,
so I've got strength or intelligence or wits here. Or roll my eyes and fight them. So strength with that's right. There's a mutiny, and if they want to see their families again, they'll stand down, or tell him there is no mutiny. You almost died at the woman's hands, or tell him that Magister Suan is injured and she asked you to go find help. Yes. Oh no, I failed.
I was going to say, don't you have higher intelligence than wit?
You and unsheath their blades with a metallic zing.
I do, but I was hoping they'd go and help Suan.
Your lies end here. Get here.
Possibly more about numbers than what you actually do, I think, unfortunately.
Oh dear.
Okay, time for a fight.
I mean, I didn't want to have to kill you guys, but yeah, I'm not going to be that sad that I am going to. Okay. I'm going to open up with... Let's see, which of you two... You've got magic armor. What is this defeated by? Resisted by magic armor, so it's going to be you I'm going to go for. There we go. One down.
Nice.
And your magic armor has been deeply wounded. How much is this? 1 point for that. Actually, sure. Your friend is now my friend. And I'm pulling back. Okay, and my character's now up. Instantly kills your target. Damage is based on your level. 11 to 13 damage around. Physical will be blocked by his physical, which is not great, but sure. Not sure this is going to stop him, but it'll hurt him a lot. Go ahead. There we go.
Nice.
Ah, damn it. He just upped his shield and his defense.
Ah, that's a shame. Right, my turn now. I can summon my incarnate. That's about all I can do, so let's just do that in the blood, I think.
Okay, it'll be interesting to see if he's some sort of blood golem or something. Blood infusion. Okay, so what is a blood infusion? Oh, he's actually really quite tanky. That's actually cool. He's got increased armor, magic armor, and has the skill warfare +1. So he's probably got all kinds of awesome
checking in with your
warfare
lore.
abilities. No. I was just looking at him. Like I was hovering over him, but that's right. I can.
Instead, giving him Farsight infusion as well.
What does that give? Magic armor +7. Yeah, he's actually probably tankier than
And
all
again,
of us
I'm going to move out the way. Right, so he gets a turn now. What's he? He's got some abilities actually. He's got Provoke, Mosquito
Yeah,
Swarm,
because he's got warfare.
and Incarnate ranged attack.
That's really cool that because you summoned an in blood, which is inherently the sort, a reaction of violence. His skills are based on like warfare. That's really cool.
I know, it's pretty good, isn't it? He doesn't have enough to do any more that turn though.
Can you move into contact with him?
I think so. Yeah. There we go.
There you go. You actually had enough to make an extra attack as well.
Oh, he's got enough for another attack now. I don't know where that came from.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, he's down.
That was actually pretty awesome.
Go on, my little Incarnate.
That was fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at their bodies. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. Well, that's a shame that I wasn't able to convince them of that. Can I
And
open
you
this?
thought Rivellon was flat.
What? I thought Rivellon was flat. Oh no, I'm a flat earther.
Oh no.
Bishop Alexander, if Lucian were
And you
alive,
thought Rivellon was flat.
what would he think of his son's divine order?
Apparently you thought it was flat too. Haha.
I did.
As much of a country bumpkin as I was led to believe.
I'm a scholar as well, and I didn't
I know,
realise.
that's super bad actually.
It is.
A ripped painting. Is there anything on it? Oh no, I'll just take the whole painting. Fair enough. Goodbye, little warfare demon.
Oh, this is a comfy chair.
I'm gonna send that one to you. What?
A comfy chair.
You're really sitting down.
Yeah, I'm having to sit down. We've been on our feet all day.
It's true, we have. Destroy painting. Don't want that one. Examine. Actually, how much is it worth? I can't tell. Never mind. It's a shabby letter here, though. Let me have a quick read of that. Oh, my inventory's full of junk. This letter contains a set of instructions for transporting sorcerers to a place called The Joy, but someone has inked an angry black line from the top left to the bottom right. Okay.
Very angry sounding.
There's a letter over here as well. And a cup of water.
Journal over here as well.
Stefan, as I write this letter, we near the Isle. By the time the owl delivers it, it will be but a day away. I've heeded Alexander's orders just as you said I should, but I think of Lucian often. Would the Divine have condoned this? Would he have blessed us as we ripped children from their mothers? Can this be the only way? I feel cold, inside and out. Of one thing I am certain. Your arms will warm me when I find you again. With love, Rix. Oh, we killed Rix!
We did.
Rix seemed like a nice guy. Damn it.
See,
You're like,
monsters
oh, well.
always do seem like nice guys. Right, I've got a journal to read, actually, if you want to listen.
Go ahead.
The smeared ink makes the journal difficult to read, but you managed to make out much of the latest entry. Wouldn't be happy with the situation, but what Dallas doesn't know won't hurt her. Gods know I'm not paid enough to haul these source freakers to that Isle of Untouchables. From there it's off to Driftwood with those barrels. That dwarf tossed me handsome sum of gold for shipping them. I think I know the dwarf's escape plan.
Hide in the barrels.
Yep.
Oh, fantastic. How very Hobbit. I actually picked up a couple of tomes, so I've got a bound tome here.
Cool.
The Source Hunters, valiant though they were, could not have foreseen Baracus' resurrection at the hands of the cult of the Immaculate. We owe our very lives to two more of the very order that first fought to bring Baracus Rex to justice. The Source King is dead, yet his monument still dot the land, a chilling but necessary reminder of his legacy of cruelty, greed, and arrogance. Next. Over many brutal decades, Bracca's tyranny spread. His hunger for the source and political power drove him to develop heinous devices and magic heretofore unknown. He punished the living with death and the dead with undeath. Maybe that's how we're alive.
Yeah.
Many attempted to stand up to him. Wizards, philosophers, scholars. But it was the Order of the Source Hunters that ultimately forced Brachus Rex to atone for his sins. And... that's kind of weird. I mean, with that. Sorcerer monarchs once performed great deeds across the land, and in the first days, Brachus did so from the isle he called home. But in time, as is true of so many things, he became increasingly corrupted by Source. So great was his greed and his fear that crafted a soul forge with his twin, Cassandra. Once the ritual was complete, Brachus turned her into an undead lich so that she, and thus he, might live forever. Wow.
So this is some of the
that's
starts of
very
the undead stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Right, this is one thing we can do with water barrels. I'm just going to drop it on this fire. And there we go. Let's put out the fire there.
Very good.
A skull-marked key, a note. Ooh, there's a door with a skull on it over there. A note and some stained pants. Finally, I have my stained pants.
Finally, you have your stained pants.
Shush you. Stained pants are better than threadbare pants. Also, I'll read this note.
Okay.
Murtoff, death fog barrels have been locked down in storage. Stay out, you and Rix both. If anyone starts fooling around down there, it'll be lights out. Captain Calvin. Okay, so that's the reason the door is marked with a skull.
Yep.
Looks like... oh, there's Fane. Do you want to go and chat?
Oh, yeah. Where is he?
That's up here.
Where are you? Ah, I see you. I see him. Right.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead.
Ooh.
The skeleton is
Bizarrely
quickly
angular.
leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
I like this guy.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
I'm gonna say something familiar about the way he holds that book.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding.
I like this guy so much.
He has full of sass as well.
Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to.
Yep. I could ask why I didn't see him before.
Okay. Well, I think we
you
know.
Did. Although I was wearing the face of an elf at the time.
Yeah.
I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form.
Primitive? Ha ha ha.
A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
Harsh, but fair, I suppose.
So look for a witch disguising herself as an elf then. I'm going to say that seems quite sensible.
Indeed. Just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business.
All right.
I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so...
The skeleton shrugs casually and returns to his book.
You'd think of all the people he would understand.
I know. Okay.
So
we go through this room?
you can open this skull door, can you?
Yeah. I am so surprised that you are not literally pickpocketing everyone who sasses you. That is exactly what I would be doing.
Well, I might get a bit more pickpockety later on. I put a couple more points in thievery first.
I was actually listening to the door. The narrator was talking.
Oh no!
All right. Just warning us that there's a death fog inside there.
You press your palm against the door to open it. Your fingers clack against the wood, and you suddenly feel grey. The touch leaves you numb, dull.
I'm going to pull open the door.
It doesn't budge.
Use
The
my
door
key.
groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
What in the hell are those things?
Oh, my lord. Well, that was unfortunate.
Death
Have a
fog.
look at this.
Good thing I'm immune.
We've got a
This means trouble.
log entry there.
Oh, right. Let's have
One
a
of the
look.
cabins seems to have become infested with tentacles and some sort of lethal fog. We should keep our distance. Oh, no.
Nah.
Another potion bottle. Fantastic. More barrels. Anything in the death fog?
Doesn't seem to be anything in here.
Oh, how disappointing. Oh, there's dead magisters. Sheila, it's worst, looter.
Sorry.
So unobservant.
You're just an awesome looter. You've had so much practice.
What are you trying to imply?
You loot
Why not?
everything.
I don't know what you're talking about. No. Okay, well, there's actually nothing in there.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything in that Magister Knight. I couldn't see any other dead bodies though. Magister Ranger.
Oh, that's probably the ladder that goes all the way down to the bottom deck. I see. Because I was like, why is there a room that no one can get into with a ladder in it? But the ladder goes all the way down.
Nah.
Okay, looks like we're going up top side then.
I need to get off this ship.
Look, another thing. Oh, dear. He looks so ridiculous with that helmet on the head. It's our turn. Oh, we're actually fighting. Oh, my lord. Do you see that huge tentacle reaching around the mast?
Yes, I do.
That is fantastic.
And you'll be laughing
my
on the
lord.
other side of your face when something hits you around the head.
Right, okay. That's completely fair, I suppose. We've got some Magister Knights around.
Could go and try and pickpocket them or something.
Let me examine these with my lore. Okay, they're level 1. They've got 24 health. Middling stats. They're resistant to earth and poison. That's kind of a pain.
Yeah.
But they're not immune, which does, they'll take some damage. Alright. I'm going to plonk you with that. And then I am going to raise this corpse. Like so. And I'll move a little bit closer. I kind of like it if you could stop either of them from attacking me. Actually, they got 24 and 18. Oh, my bloated corpse is actually gaining health from the... Oh!
From the poison?
Yeah, it's undead as well, I suppose.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, because it's a necromancer thing.
Explode, but I think it's better as a tank right now, so I'll end its turn. Oh. Well, actually, yeah, it's still got an attack of opportunity, so that's useful.
So come and attack me now. Yay!
Yeah, it's the bucket.
It is not the bucket.
It's the bucket.
Okay, I'm gonna conjure my incarnate on the poison.
Sure. It'll be interesting to see what kind of thing he has. Poison infusion. Air resistance minus 20. So it's actually got 3. It's got more skill in Geomancer than I do. Wow.
I'm just gonna whack it as well.
Why don't you use your bow?
I kind of don't have it equipped yet. I should have done that earlier. Never mind.
No worries.
Never mind. Go on, Voidling. Go and whack it.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. What kind of skills does it have?
It can taunt.
That'd be useful,
Poke it
actually.
away. Yeah, I got taunted. Nice. Oh, sorry. I taunted that other one away.
It's fine.
And it
Perfectly
also
fine.
has a poison dart at the moment, but oh yeah, I think I can use it.
Cool.
And I can also probably attack this guy as well. That was a good turn for him.
Yeah. Okay, well... Will you hurt? You can just walk through the poison. I think that should be fine.
Yeah, I'll just walk up to the poison in a minute.
Sure, I'm just going to try and stab this one. 4. And yeah, I'll just do it again. Oh, that was brilliant. Actually worked really well. Nothing on their corpses though. Oh, fireball scroll there. Do you want to grab that? Just so you've got something you can use if you haven't got your weapon out.
Yeah, I will do. Thank you.
Did you pick it up from the corpse?
Where was it? On this corpse?
The Magister
Knight. Yep, got it now.
Okay, threadbare gown. I'm gonna equip some new clothes and muddy mittens. Oh, actually, that does reveal my bony fingers a little bit. I'm not sure about that, but honestly, in this situation, I don't think it matters too much.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a journal entry, so I'm going to look at that. The ship is being attacked by a gigantic kraken. It looks intent on pulling the entire vessel to the bottom of the sea. We have to escape. Well, fair enough. Okay.
Right, let's see where we can get to from here.
Yeah. Make sure you're walking through the poison where you can, though.
Yeah, I'm already fully healed.
Oh, fantastic. There's oil on the floor. Oh, what budged the monster? And they're dead. Well, that is somewhat unfortunate.
Do you want to try and get up there and loot them, or do you want to just carry on?
We should go. Oh, you know what? Sure. Okay. Aavak never turns down the chance of looting. Also a log. Fine. Aavak loots everything. Move these out of the way. Nothing in there. What about you? Nothing in there.
How do I just move a water barrel rather than... How do you do that?
Drag and drop.
Ah, right.
Oh man, I've made this a lot harder for us. Move that. Oil is kind of a pain. Sure. Right, watch out about placing the water barrels though, because if they fall on fire, they explode. And whilst that is ultimately what we want...
We want it on our terms, yeah.
Ah, damn it, that didn't actually do as much as I'd hoped. The next one's going to be hard. Sure, if you bring that up, we might be able to get it a little bit further. I may even be able to create an acid puddle. Sorry, a poison puddle with my flask. That might work.
Right,
I'm going to grab that and try and move it.
Yeah, try and put it somewhere good.
Yeah, there. There we go. Oh, that was good. That was very good, actually. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if poison plus fire makes just more fire, so I'm going to avoid.
I think poison plus fire does seem to be quite flammable.
Good. Oh, this is the captain. He's got a makeshift wand. It's a fire wand.
Ooh.
You've got your... Have you
I've got a bow. Yeah, it's equipped now.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to equip the fire wand. There we go. I think that's a better weapon for me, honestly. Alright. Now to get back down. Actually, I'm going to test out my poison puddle. No, it just creates more fire, it looks like.
Actually, I hadn't equipped it, but I just did. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, let's avoid using poison around fires then.
Yeah, it seems a little bit of a bad mix.
Yeah, anything that's apt to spread it. Right, well, let's carry on then. Anything around here that we can loot? Fire barrels broken everywhere. Nothing over there.
Weird, my game seems to be switching between the camera following me and me having to manually move the camera. It's weird.
Oh.
Lifeboat!
Okay,
Shut your trap, kid.
Oh dear.
Children and dwarfs first, just like the old story.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, skill again.
But it actually has opened the way down by the looks of it. Oh, you're talking. Okay.
Yes. Do you want to listen?
Yep. Go ahead.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
That's right,
You see
Trice.
those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
I mean, that's also right, Gil, I suppose.
I think we need to go back and search for survivors. I'm not going to call him a yellow-bellied coward, because that's a bit mean.
Even if it's true.
Thank you.
Oh,
she's so
There's
cute.
right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Oh, shush, Gil. Okay.
That's that ladder you saw earlier, isn't it?
Another journal entry. We're going to check the lower deck for survivors. No one deserves to die like this. Yeah, I agree. Let's go. You with? Yeah.
Yeah. They were saying, you should never leave someone behind.
Let's go and see if Magister Suwin is back up yet.
Nah, she's still out on the floor.
That's a shame. I had kind of hoped that she'd get back. I used my bloody potion on you. I should have kept it for the dog.
If you could walk, get yourself up the ladder.
Oh dear.
Wait.
Oops.
Voidwoken.
Oh. Oh wow, this is a big fight.
It's quite a huge fight.
Okay.
There's lots of Voidwoken. I can see at least 3.
Guess I can actually hit you, I suppose. I'm going to assume that these Voidwoken are much the same as the others. But I'll do 2 to 3 damage with this weapon, I think. So...
We're looking at the queue of people. It looks like we've got all of the origin characters helping us.
Yeah, there's... I wonder if we're controlling them or if they... Yeah, I imagine they control themselves. Okay, like, I'm going to hurl some poison. There we are.
Very nice.
2 points left. I can just use that. Sure, fire. Because it should cause it to explode as well. There we go.
Oh, just come and attack me, why don't you?
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Why don't I have electric?
I've faced worse.
Oh, he's got an elemental weapon now. That's actually quite cool. Huh, this is awesome. Maybe this is a way for us to preview what they can do.
Yeah, I definitely think so. That seems...
Because I strongly imagine we get them as characters.
Probably like henchmen, yeah.
What? That was particularly awesome. Okay, those knives are actually pretty brutal.
Yeah. Is there anything left for me to actually stab?
Ah, yeah, there's that one right next to you. Oh, that one, yeah. Oh, wow, that was good.
Which is my bow.
Took it out, yeah.
There's another one round the corner here, is there?
There's one right in front of you. If you move, I think you'll take damage.
Oh, yeah.
It's the one that attacked you, so...
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
Oh, I don't think anything's going to stop that.
Why didn't you come and attack it? It's hurting me.
It's really far away. I just hope they don't try to heal you.
Yeah. It encouraged me. I feel very encouraged
cool.
now.
It's increased our stats. Okay, well... I'm going to move up. I strongly suspect it's going to die very soon. But
It's only got 7 hit points.
I'll use this. There we go, and it's dead.
Lovely.
Awesome. I'm telling you where there might be more. Let's not tarry. This old tub is it's about to burst.
Let's get back up the ladder then, shall we?
Yeah, okay, let's not linger. I really wanted to try and rescue her, but
I don't think that's gonna happen.
The one who put on the damn collar. Oh, she's alive.
What's happened?
Oh no!
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Oh no!
There's no time.
I literally moved when I got up the ladder, and before I could react, it had done it. I'm so sorry.
Oh no! The narrator said that she was making sound, so I rushed to her instead of going up the ladder, and then you went up there. And then...
We said we were going up the ladder. I'm so sorry.
Oh wow.
I have plans for you, child.
Ooh.
Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead.
We are presumed dead.
Faithfully into eternity. High Judge Oriven.
Very well. I imagine this wraps up that prologue and puts us more or less where we started in the early access.
Yeah, probably. We'll see if we're on the beach now.
Yep, Fort Joy Beach. Well, that certainly put things in a bit more
the Voidwoken
perspective.
They made short bloody work of our ship.
Yeah,
No
definitely.
telling if there are more ashore. And I doubt that voice will save any of us again.
No, I doubt it will.
I love how it pauses just enough to make me think it's finished, and then it carries on a bit.
Yeah, but I think that's probably a brilliant place for us to wrap this up. This first episode, a bit of a long one, I know, but I think it was worth it just to kind of ground us in the situation before we move forward. What do you think, Sheila?
I think definitely. I think we need to sort of try and make a lot of progress here, I think, and just try and get through it all, because it's going to be a long game, I think.
Yeah, it'll be a bit of a long game, so you can expect fairly long episodes, though maybe not quite as long as this starter episode. Consider this the pilot, if you will. But that's going to be it from us then. I do hope you've all enjoyed, and do let us know down in the comments below if you have, or if you have any thoughts on the way we're building our characters. And until next time then, take care, everyone.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.